ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौरकृष्णे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। भक्त्या विहीनाय पराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयी तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। बोलो हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Dhanishta do very nicely like this. Okay. Shri Bhajan Rahasya by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Remembering Srila Gurudev, humble obeisances to lotus feet, unto the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev and entire Guru Parampara. The Mahamantra is that Harinam which is composed of 16 names or 8 pairs of names and consists of 32 syllables. Shriman Mahaprabhu revealed to the world the meanings of these 8 pairs of names in the 8 verses of his Shikshashtaka. The steps from Shraddha to Prem begins from the first verse and continue up to the 8th. Okay. So the hidden meaning of the first pair of names, Hare Krishna. What is that? Now this is the commentary of Srila Gurudev Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Okay. Question here. Mahamantra. Dhanishta, what is the meaning of Hare? Just tell one pair, Hare and Krishna. Okay, I'll say one pair, then you continue. Hare, Sarva Cheta Hare Krishnasya Chittam Hare Yeso Vidagde Vistarata Radha Haramataha. Then Krishna, Karshati Swa Lavanya Murli Kalnisune Shri Radha Mohan Gunanugritam Krishna Ariyate. Then Hare. Please unmute. Dhanishta. What is Hare?
Hare Krishna Gurudev, I can't remember this.
I want one stick in my hand.
I will go and relearn it.
I told every time, every day you all chanting, prior to your chant, should go through these verses. Just take 5 minutes if you speed up. सर्वचेत हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण से चित्तम हरे यशो विदग्धि विस्तारता राधा हरमता कर्षति स्वालवन्य मुरलीकाल सुनिनि श्री राधा मोहन कृता कृष्ण यते शिविते नीत. I'm not supposed to say this. Acha. Every day.
Okay,
Otherwise,
Gurudev.
shloka means, even I'm experiencing this. If we don't recite this again and again, you'll forget this. Before, I used to know so many shlokas, but many of them which I'm not in custom to speak, I just get stuck somewhere. Okay, Taruni Gopi and Radha Sundar.
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj. Which mantra shloka we used?
Second pair. Second pair.
Shate niyate rase harina harinekshana ekakini raha kunje hariyam tena katyate. Then anga shamali mastomai shamali makatakanchara ramate radhaya sardham ato krishna nikatyate.
Other one.
Krishate radhaya prem na jamuna tatakananam lilaya lilaya No, the fifth one is Kritvaranya Sarshastam Kati Anumatastaya Akisha Sarvatirtani Tatkyanat.
Tajjagyanam Krishna Riyate.
And then the sixth one is Krishate Radhaya Premna Chamuna.
Braj Kishore will tell. South Africa. Braj Kishore.
Pranam Guru Maji. Okay, the sixth one is Krishnati Radhya Premna Yamunata Takananam Lila Laritischapi Tir Krishna Udarata. And the seventh is Hittavan Gokulatistam Aristam Pustapungavam Shri Haristam Rasaduchai Hari Ras Vichakshi. Rayatiti Rayatiti Haramitra. And the eighth one is here. Okay.
Sudevi knows? Sudevi, you know? Yes. Next one.
I learned it, but I learned the whole Mahamantra, but now I forget a little because I didn't repeat
No
it.
worries. So what's the next one?
Yasputam Rayati Priti. Yasputam Rayati Priti. Yeah. No, I don't know, Gurudev.
Why you said yes then? Naveen. You know? Naveen knows that?
I'm afraid I don't. I forgot.
You afraid? Why are you afraid? Ananta Krishna? Huh? We can't hear you. It's a funny one.
Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, now. Before you spoke Russian?
No, I have problems with my mic. Яспутам райти прийти бхарина харичешти там райтити гайтити харамрита хари Yasprutam Raiti Priti Bharena Haricheshtitam Gayati Timata Dhirayat Hararas Vichakshanai. And the second one was Rasavesha Paristratam Jahara Muralim Harihi Hariti Katita Herta Jahara Muralim Harihi. Of
Everyone lost, okay?
yes.
Exam, test on Wednesday on Mahamantra. Be prepared. Wednesday, giving you 2 more days to learn. Okay. Anyway, Hare Krishna. So the hidden meaning of the first pair of names, Hare Krishna, is that performing Krishna Nam Sankirtan with Shraddha nullifies ignorance and cleanses the mirror-like heart. That's the first pair of names. Nullifies ignorance and cleanses the mirror-like heart. The second pair of names, Hare Krishna, indicates that all potencies, such as mercy, are invested in holy name. These potencies destroy the ignorance in the heart of a sadhak who performs Nam Kirtan, and they create attachment for bhajan, which takes the form of performing Nam Sankirtan in the association of devotees. When we can realize this meaning of each pair, Hare and Krishna. Hare is Radharani. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. When and how? Atashi Krishna Namadi na bhaved grajya indriye sevan mukhe hi jivado swayam me surate manaha. When our senses get sevan mukh, means inclined to serve Krishna, and amongst the senses, tarmate jivati lobhamai sudurmati. The tongue is very important. Just by vibrating the lips, chanting Mahamantra, in the mood of service, then one realize or experience seva vritti, the tendency to serve. Right now, coming back to our class yesterday, very important point to realize this. I did spoke this point this morning in the Zoom class in London. Srila Gurudev always used to tell us, take some responsibility. Don't live without any responsibility. In Kartik Parikrama, Gurudev was so heavy on all devotees saying this. Only animals are not responsible for anything. They don't take responsibility. And we are devotees, we are Vaishnav and Vaishnavis. Every individual has to take some service, some responsibility. Okay. If you are not responsible for anything, how can you be devotee? I'm not saying this, Srila Gurudev said this. And coming back to the point yesterday we heard, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj explaining about, I'm repeating again, sevak and volunteer. It's not same thing. In the programs, any sangha, any country, what happens in the program? In Sunday program, those who are sevaks, they start planning day or 2 days ahead. What's going to cook? How going to manage? Who's going to come? And how about the congregation? They are volunteers. They come, serve, and they go. If they have some important, if they have some appointment, they don't care about service, they leave. I mean, that's fine to one extent if you have something to do. But if you don't have anything to do and you feel like doing something, then you don't feel like doing something. That is meant for volunteers. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Gosai Maharaj used to say, they are volunteers. They may help you, they may not help you. If they help you, very good, thank you. If they don't help you, don't feel bad because they are not under the category of sevaks. They are volunteers. Yeah. They depend on their moods. Sevak cannot do this. Sevak cannot depend on the moods. The only aim and object of sevak is to worship, is sevve, is worshipable. Sevak cannot leave the service at any cost. So we have to decide, we have to think, are we sevak? Are we volunteers? And we will get reward accordingly. Sevak get reward, volunteers also get reward, but not equally. Volunteers will get praise, and sevaks will get chastisements. Then we would think, okay, better to be volunteer because we're getting praise. And sevak will always get some corrections to be done. That was not right, this was not right. Supposed to do like this. Who are you to tell me? Sevak have to do this. So sevak will get chastisement or corrections. Volunteers will get praise. While staying with my Guru Maharaj, and then with Srila Gurudev, then Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Gosai Maharaj, and many other acharyas whose servants serve them, they never get praise from their Gurudev. Try to understand the mood, don't go to words. Gurudev don't have to tell them every day, well done, very good. But those who come occasionally and do little service, Gurudev is very good, very impressive, very nice. Ordinary person will get confused. The volunteer who came once a week to do anything and Gurudev praising like anything. And the servant who's serving day and night, cooking, washing clothes, doing all services, massaging to Gurudev, etc. Do properly. That's not correct. Do in this way. Not a word of praise. What would we choose? Volunteer or sevak? How many volunteers want to get praise? And sevaks? How many sevaks? It's very easy to raise hands. When you serve any acharya, you'll come to know what happens when you get every, at each and every step you get hammered. That's the test. Sevak never leaves, no matter what happens. That's why there's one verse which says, Dhanne means all glories to that master who never rejects the servant, no matter what happens, no matter what servant does. All glories to that master who never rejects the servant. And all glories to that servant who never leaves the service of the Master. So, we can think about this. Are we are sevakas? We want to be in the category of sevak, or we want to be in the category of volunteer. Accepting the mission of Gurudev as my mission. Accepting the service of Gurudev is my service. It's my responsibility. Anyone who help and assist in that, I'll be thankful to that person. We are doing some recordings right now. A book will come soon. Very inspiring book. Very inspiring book. We learned so much from that. Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj. His dealings with his Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So we can think, oh, they are Mahabharats, pure devotees. We cannot become like them, and that's true. But that dealings and the lesson we derive from that, we can at least apply and understand in our life. This much we can do. First hear that and understand that, realize that, and then function according to that. He approached his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, with a complaint of one brahmachari who didn't give much attention to hosting of Srila Prabhupada to arrange his stay, etc. When Srila Madhav Goswami Maharaj complained to Srila Prabhupada was not happy to hear any complaints. And Srila Prabhupada said, the service to Guru is the responsibility of the sevak. If any volunteer come in between and try to help, one should be thankful to that person, but can't expect the other person that he can do exactly as you can, because you are sevak, another person is volunteer. Cannot be seen. While serving Srila Gurudev, he never used to say, oh, well done, very good. No. Always finding some faults in the service. This is how it has to be done. This is how you did the corrections. Because Gurudev used to do some work and we have to do edit and all. And he's teaching us how to do this. Totally giving up, surrender. Okay, you have to take care of the editing part. But in that, even in correction, in that correcting part, we feel closeness to our Gurudev. Because he's considering us as his own. And without any hesitation, just say. When you are hesitant, you don't say. But when there is no hesitation, just say straight. If Gurudev is saying thank you to us, that means he has not accepted us as his own personal servant. Gurudev say thanks to others. Cannot say thanks to servant. If Gurudev is saying thanks to us, thank you so much for doing this, that means we are in trouble. That means he's not accepting us as his own. Understand? That's something, a Western culture, to say thanks. Even a Gurudev have to say thanks to his disciples. I saw personally with staying with Gurudev. But to us, Indian brahmacharis, never ever. Thanks? What? What's wrong? This is our thanks. And So this is a totally different style. Similarly, chanting Mahamantra, which nullifies all ignorance, is also can be done in the mood of voluntary and also can be done in the mood of as a sevak. When a sevak, considering Mahamantra as his worshipable, then sevak cannot give up the service of chanting. But we find many devotees, many people, they chant once a while and they give up, or next week, or next month, or on some special occasion. That means we are volunteer to chanting Mahamantra. But sevak always and always take shelter of Mahamantra. Cannot give up chanting. Understand? Mahamantra, the second pair said, all potencies are present in that. As Mahaprabhu said, Namna Makari Bahuda Nij Sarva Shaktis. All potencies are invested by Bhagwan in his names. But Amar Durdev, it's my bad fortune. I have not developed any taste in chanting your names, O my Prabhu, O Harinam Prabhu. While lamenting and chanting, and then lamenting with that mood is actually called real chanting. With a lamentation, why I'm not developing any attachment to you, O Harinam, O holy name. No. These potencies which are present in Harinam destroy the ignorance in the heart of a sadhaka who performs Nam Kirtan, and they create attachment for bhajan, which takes the form of performing Harinam Kirtan in the association of devotees. Performance of such bhajan gradually destroys all kinds of impediments, anarthas, and produce unwavering faith, nishtha in bhajan. So, many devotees, when we hear this, they get, shall we believe this? Is it true? Do we have realizations? No. No realizations. Only we are hearing Harikatha, we are reading books. Where we are not realizing Harikatha, we are not realizing the books. Why? Where is the missing link? The missing link is Sevak. We are not fulfilling the duties as a Sevak. That's the missing link. Performance of such bhajan, Harinam Sankirtan. Somebody asked me a question yesterday. Why Shiva is carrying moon on his head? What is the significance? Shiva carrying moon on his head. Yes, we see half moon on his head. Once upon a time, because moon is very handsome, glittering, and that's why Lakshmi Devi, in the pastime of churning of ocean, when she was carrying a garland in her hands to find her suitable groom, she looks everyone, but she rejects seeing some faults. And what fault she found in moon? Moon is very handsome and glittering. So moon is lusty. Moon is lusty. So therefore moon did something wrong. But then he lamenting what to do. And he approached Mahadev. Shiva, what to do? Mahadev said, take shelter of the holy name of the Lord, because I am day and night chanting the names of Lord. Panchmukhe Ram Nam Jape Tripurari. Brahmaji have 4 heads and Mahadev has 5 heads. And he's always chanting on his Rudraksh Mala. Ram, Ram, Ram. So Mahadev has realization. As we heard right in the beginning of Bhajan Rahasya, the best means of atonement is taking shelter of Hari Nam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Moon approached Mahadev what to do, because he got cursed. What is the curse? Every day you will lose your effulgence every day. That's why we have new moon and full moon. Yeah, every single day you will lose your beauty or your effulgence. This is called one disease, Khay Rog. Khay Rog means disease. You lose your potency, you lose your strength. So Moon became little worried. So he approached Vaishnav Na Yatha Shambhu. Mahadev, Shiva, who is the best amongst all Vaishnavas. What is my atonement? Shiva said, I'm always chanting the name of Prabhu. You also, if you take shelter of the names, holy names, you will be excused. So Chandra means the moon. He accepted the advice of Mahadev and he took shelter of Harinam. And because of that, Shiva kept moon on his head to be seeing very proud of you, O moon. I gave you one advice and you fulfilled that advice. You followed that advice. You took shelter of Harinam, which is non-different from Radha and Krishna. Abhinnatva Nama Namani, non-different from the Nami, the possessor of name. And Mahadev, Shiva is showing by his own example. And you took advice and you sincerely follow that advice, so I will keep you on my head. Head is considered to be the best part of the body. You know, we bow our head down means a lot. In submission, I bow my head down to you. That means a lot. But my head is erect, straight. I will not bow down my head. That means arrogance. But anyone who's humble, always head down. Even if I'm right, still I'm head down. If I'm wrong, if we are wrong, we bow our head down. For the glory says, even if we are right, still we bow our head down. So head is the important part. That's why Mahadev accepted moon on his head. And Krishna accepted peacock feather on his head. Always wearing Shikhi Puchu Mole. Shikhi Puchu Mole. Always carrying peacock feather on his head. Why? Because peacock, seeing the beauty of Krishna, because thinking I'm very beautiful. But when seeing the beauty of Krishna, got ashamed of his own beauty, thinking that I'm arrogant, posing that he's more beautiful than anyone else. But offering emotion and love to Krishna, he throwed feather on the ground. Peacock cannot. come to Krishna with his own feather and say, please accept my offering. But Krishna saw this, and peacock shed his feather, fall on the ground as an offering to Krishna. And then Krishna took this and kept on his head. Always. Never stay without peacock feather. Shiva always carrying moon on his head. Special mood. On the point of accepting Harinam as one's worshipable and considering oneself as the servant of Harinam, servant of my worshipable, servant of my Gurudev, servant of my Harinam. So performance of such bhajan gradually destroys all kinds of anarthas. This is performance of bhajan. We have not started bhajan yet. Yes. We are doing archan, but on the progression of bhajan. We are on the progression of bhajan. In that case, we have no realizations how anarthas are getting nullified and how the unflinching faith, means nishtha in the bhajan, develops. But one realizes this over and over, years and years and years of serving and serving and serving, it comes by realizations. It can't come by just speaking Harikatha. Speaking is different, feeling is different. It comes only by serving. But serving as, again, accept this formula again. Being a volunteer or being a servant. Only as a servant, not volunteer. When a sadhak on the platform of Bhav, Ajat Rati Sadhaka, chants the first and second pairs of names, Hare Krishna, he remembers the pastimes in which Radha and Krishna meet. Under the guidance of Shri Rupa Manjari and other Brajadevis, he performs Mansi Seva to Shri Radha Govinda in his internally contemplated form of a gopi. This is for what? One brahmachari asked this question. Can I meditate on the pastimes of Radha and Krishna? Because I feel good. Here, your mind is not authority. Today it feels good, and the mind after some days start thinking of something else. Instead of Radha and Krishna, start thinking something else. That's not authority. Make scriptures and the words of Gurudev as the authority. The stage of being a sadhaka is advisable to meditate on pastimes of Mahaprabhu. The ideal conduct Mahaprabhu shown us, and the instructions Mahaprabhu is giving us, either directly or indirectly. How indirectly? Okay. We'll understand with one pastime. Brahmanand Bharati is godmother of Gurudev of Mahaprabhu. Who is Mahaprabhu's Gurudev? Who's Gurudev of Mahaprabhu? Shri Ishwar Puripal. Ishwar Puri ke dhanya, karile na shi chaitanya, Jagad Guru Gaura Mahaprabhu. When you stay in temple, then it becomes so easy to learn this. Yes, Naveen? Because even if you like it or you don't like it, you have to sit in the singing session. Yes, you like it or you don't like it. And that's where a person starts progression. because you're not dependent on the urges of your mind. You have to follow the authority. You have to follow the system. Understand? In other words, more regulated life. So those who stay in temple and then they come across staying in home, you find gulf of difference. Not regulated life. Staying in temple under someone's guidance and authority, regulated life. So many times I told, especially in Holland, 3 songs in the morning, even while you're taking shower, doesn't matter. Even while you're getting dressed up, going to your work, doesn't matter. 3 songs. Every disciple should learn these 3 songs. 1, Samsara Dava Navanida Loka Tranaya Karunya Gana Ganatvam Praptyasya Kalyana Guna Navasya Vande Guru Shri Charanavindam. It becomes practice. Doesn't matter. You're getting ready to go your work, etc. Second is Krishna Haite Chaturmukha Hare Krishna Sevan Mukha Brahma Haite Narade Ramati. This is second. Guru Parampara. Third is Vrindavana Vasi Jata Vaishnave Ragana Prathame Vandana Kari Sabara Charana. Vaishnav Vandana, verse 3. Enough for a busy schedule. And Naveen, he knows. Pran, he knows. In our temple, in Faridabad, Radha Madhav Gaudiya Math, one brahmachari, Shri Narottam Prabhu, he can't see. His eyes have defect. He can't read. He can't see. Understand? And it's to a surprise when I sometimes see him or sit with him while he's singing. He goes hours and hours without opening any song book. He knows so many songs. Yes, I mean, we open song and we sing. He don't need to open any song book. Why? Because he found necessity. He find necessity to learn those songs because he can't read. We are supplied with eyes to read, and that's why we become lazy. We know in a phone we can see a song and we can sing. We know in the book, but he understands the gravity. He has not good vision. He can't read. So he learn. While he's hearing those songs, he learn those songs. And without opening book, he just speak fluently. He sing fluently. Anyway, Ishwar Puripad, Guru Maharaj of Srila Mahaprabhu. Okay. And one day, Mahaprabhu heard this news that godbrother of his Guru Maharaj, Shri Brahmanand Bharati, is in the town. Mahaprabhu became very glad to hear this. And Mahaprabhu ran to see him. But when he came in front of Mahaprabhu, Brahmanand Bharati, Mahaprabhu saw what he was wearing. He was wearing deer skin as a covering on his waist. Mahaprabhu saw this. Mahaprabhu saw him. And Mahaprabhu, to a surprise, said, "Where is Brahmanand Bharati? I can't see him. Where is he? Where is he?" Right in front of him, he said, "I can't see him." And that was a lesson, or can say chastisement to Brahmanand Bharati. What are you doing? Shri Brahmanand Bharati, he went inside and changed his clothes because he was sannyasi, he put sannyasi clothes on. When he came again, he came out from the room. Mahaprabhu saw Brahmanand Bharati. "Oh, Shri Brahmanand Bharati, and he paid full flight obeisances, Dandvat pranams to him. So directly and indirectly, instructions or directly or indirectly, Mahaprabhu is teaching. So meditate on these pastimes, which makes our sadhak life a perfect life. But in this stage, when we are fighting with our senses, with the mind, the urges of mind, the attractions of the world, it's too dangerous in this stage to meditate on Radha Krishna pastime. Therefore, read Chaitanya Charitamrita every day. Extract the lesson from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Mahaprabhu gave lesson to sannyasis, to brahmacharis, to grasthas. You see, if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, the pastime Mahaprabhu, there is always one lesson. So meditating on Mahaprabhu pastime is very important. But here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what he's saying, when a sadhak on the platform of bhav, we are not on the platform of bhav. We are not even on a platform of shraddha, the very first step. You can ask me how you prove this. If I say we are not on the platform of shraddha, it hurts so much, right? We are doing so much service, we are chanting so much still. We don't even have shraddha? No. What is the definition of shraddha? Shraddha shabde vishwas kahe sudhir nishchay. Krishna bhakti kaile sarva karma krita hai. Just by performance of Krishna bhakti, I have accomplished all others. There is no need to worship anyone else. There is no need to do anything else. Just by performing bhajan, means bhakti to Krishna, I have accomplished everything. The firm faith in this, we don't have this. Therefore, the very first step, Shraddha, is even difficult to. Yes, we have Shraddha, we have faith. But what kind of faith? Very soft. What's the word? Very tender faith. Can't digest. A baby eating ghee, halwa, can't digest. Then vomit or diarrhea, can't digest. An adult eating halwa, big bowl of halwa, can digest, become more energetic and can work more and can relish and taste more. So, babies can't digest. So many lifetimes, prarabdhas, as an obstacle comes on our way and try to disturb us. And all individual, every individual have different prarabdha. Doesn't matter you are son or mother or father, every individual have different prarabdhas. And any prarabdha of any one lifetime just come on your way. Can come anytime, any second, in any form. This is prarabdha. And at this time, one has to be very calm and cool. Accept this prarabdha as a prarabdha, an obstacle, and overcome this with the strength of Harinam and Harikatha and not giving up seva. Not giving up seva. And one, oh my goodness, many prarabdhas will come on the way in many forms. There's no other option. Gurudev used to say this. You have to go through your prarabdhas happily or crying. That depends on you. What is the use of crying? It's not written anywhere. If you cry, and the effect of your prarabdha will be less or minimized. No. Then better happily, smilingly accept this. Tat tenukampa susmikshama. No. I've seen in the life of so many devotees. And I gave example yesterday also related to that. When we have to rise, hiking on a peak of a mountain. We go through many small hills, small platforms like this, ups and downs, ups and downs. So going down means you're getting ready for the another hill to go up. In this way, we are in a journey. We are on our journey. So many ups and downs. And always considering this, Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say, Tatyanukampa susmikshmano Gunjan evatma kritam vipak. My prarabdha on my way is better, is good. It just came and overcome that. Not feeling weak or depressed, feeling more strong, and go ahead. There's no time to look back. A person get more advanced and more firm faith after this prarabdha attacks. It comes in many forms. Brother, sister, son, daughter, father, mother, wife, friends, neighbor, dog came and bite you. You didn't expect any dog. Dog comes and bite you. One years back, my friend was walking with me in Vrindavan, always very protective, healthy. He's walking and then one brick fell from, there were so many monkeys jumping from one roof to other roof. In Vrindavan it's so common. And there was one brick just right on the edge of the roof. And monkey jumped and the brick came and hit on his head. Finish. Means he didn't die, but we took him to doctor. So, but with the intelligence of better concept and understanding, with the intelligence of better concept and understanding, like an adult can digest. Babies cannot digest. Gurudev digests. Many examples used to come every single day in the life of Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev always, because he knows everything, always encouraging. Don't worry, continue service. I personally saw. So forgiving nature. Gurudev used to say, a person after going through so many lifetime comes to Krishna Bhakti. Start surrendering. And all these anarthas from different lifetimes comes on the way to disturb. Prarabdha comes from different lifetimes to disturb. And the sadhak is fighting. It's literally fight. So Gurudev used to say, if I don't give strength, who will give strength? Anything used to happen in the mud. Any fight between two persons, the other person say, I'm leaving, I'm going. Gurudev always used to encourage. No, Maya is playing the game here. Don't get weak. Just continue. Just continue your service. Don't let Maya play their game. Prarabdha comes, Prarabdha goes. That's the reason. If you read in the songbook, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada said, while chanting, if any bad thought is coming in your mind, don't give your chanting. Thinking that, oh, bad thought is coming in my mind, some sinful thought is coming in my mind. And then thinking, oh, I'm chanting pure name, I'm chanting pure holy name. I should not chant right now because bad thought is coming in my mind. Srila Prabhupada said, no, keep on chanting. Keep on chanting. With the effect of your chanting, bad thoughts coming, let it come, but it will go away. With the secondary result of chanting, the bad thoughts will go away. But keep on chanting, keep on chanting, keep on chanting, always serving. Becomes the sevak of Harinam, becomes the sevak of Mahaprabhu, becomes the sevak of Gurudev, not volunteer. So there are so many things to see and to judge. So many things. It's not only one point. Okay, what is the safest place? If we go out, or maybe any riots, any protests, or something can happen. Stay back home, right? One's home is the most safest place, right? You can lock your door. No one can come in and can kill you or shoot you, or there's a safest place at home. Last week, one Mataji, she was telling this point. This is her statement. And I really like that because I know something happened. She said, Maharaj, home is the most safest place, but I got problem staying at home. That's this country, crazy law of this country. And in short, the story was a maid servant who used to come getting hourly paid. Yeah, working for 2-3 hours. She get paid according to the wages. She was cleaning her house, but she was having very ill intentions. The maid servant, what she did, intentionally she fell on the ground. Intentionally. And then making a drama. Ah, my bone. Oh, so much pain. And the maid servant, she sued that Mataji. $300,000. That she pushed me and I fell on the ground and I got my rib broke. She's fighting that case now. So much trouble, $300,000, imagine. The Mataji told Maharaj, home is the most safest place, but I got problem staying at home. Understand? So what is the safest place? Nowhere. Yes, there is one safe place. Lotus feet of Srila Gurudev and Harinam Prabhu. That's the most safe place. Never giving up our Gurudev. Never giving up Harinam, service of Harinam and service to Mahaprabhu. Never giving up. So many details are there. Many details are there. Imagine Srila Gurudev was getting this every day and never saw, while staying with Gurudev, he ever rejected anyone. Never. He always used to have this mood that after so many births, a jiva comes to Krishna Bhakti. And if that jiva leave, any soul leaving Krishna Bhakti, there's a worse situation. And I can't see with my eyes, Gurudev used to say. My heart melt to see if anyone leaving, serving Krishna or chanting Krishna. So Gurudev always used to encourage. Always used to encourage. Therefore, meditation, I start from one point and then I flow another point. Meditating on Radha Krishna pastime when a sadhak on the platform of bhav means ajat rati sadhak chants the first and second pairs of names Hare Krishna, he remembers the pastimes in which Radha and Krishna meet. That's on the stage of bhav. We are in the stage of Shraddha. Meditating on the pastimes of Mahaprabhu makes us perfect in our sadhana, in our dealings, in our understanding. Under the guidance of Shri Rupa Manjari and other Brajadevis, he performed Manasi Seva to Shri Radha Govinda in his eternally contemplated form of a gopi. Manasi Seva. So there's a verse, Seva Sadhak Rupena Siddh Rupena Chatarahi Tad Bhav Lipsuna Karyat Braj Lokanusarat. Srila Gurudev, who is in a sadhak form in front of us, is doing sadhana, practice. But we can't consider him as sadhak. He's liberated personality. But what he is doing, he can't just artificially show, oh, I'm a gopi. Seva sadhak rupena, siddha rupena chatar. Service as sadhaka, but internally, mentally, serving Radha Krishna, Mansi Seva in their mind. So they have to act in a very refined and very protective way. So disciple should not minimize his glories, or sadhak, devotee, or the disciple should not start imitating like Srila Gurudev. Therefore, they are very, very careful and protective. Very protective. Yes. So learn this. There are two kinds of sadhaka. Today, takeaway point. Yesterday, takeaway point. Every day we have, something or the other. We learn that. Yesterday we heard in detail about volunteer and sevak. Different. So one term is called ajat rati sadhak, and other is jat rati sadhak. One who is on the stage of bhav is called jat rati sadhak. One who has not attained the stage of bhav, continuously chanting, but not stage on the bhav, is known as ajat rati sadhak. Ajat. And other one is jat rati sadhak. One on the stage of bhav is jat rati sadhak. One who is not on the stage of bhav is ajat rati sadhak. So we heard about one on the stage of bhav. He see in chanting first pair of Mahamantra, the meeting of Radha and Krishna. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, by continuously chanting Hare Krishna, a sadhak who has not attained the stage of bhav, means ajat rati sadhak, has his anarthas gradually removed and develops steadfastness in chanting. Gradually anarthas removed and achieving that steadfastness in one's practices, in one's chanting. Consequently, his intelligence becomes fixed and he develops resolute attachment, means nishtha, resolute attachment for Krishna Nam. Do we have this? So don't be sentimental, don't be emotional, be practical. We have to be fixed, not on emotional level, practical level. If you go Vrindavan, You stay there 6 months, you will find so many ladies coming or Prabhus coming, non-devotees or devotees. Huh, Krishna? Oh, I saw Krishna in the clouds. Yeah, you see the clouds? Looks like Krishna. Oh, this Bhake Bihari came in my dream last night. Asked for milk, a cup of milk. You know, sentimental love, not practical level. What is your sadhan? No, nothing. Drinking tea, drinking coffee, drinking non-veg, everything, going parties. But Bhake Bihari came in my dream. And I see Krishna here, I see Krishna there, I see Krishna there. No. What is your sadhan? What is your practices? It's called Ajhat Rati Sadhak, not resolute attachment. That means Nishtha for Krishna Nam. Such a sadhak pursues as his idol the character, service, and goal. Goal of Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, and other pure devotees. But it's not discouraging words. Emotions are good, should be there, supposed to be there, but it has to be under the guidance of a trainer. If there's no trainer, you will die. I heard one example. A person was doing yoga, something like this, and there's no trainer. And he broke his spine because he's trying to do without a trainer. Finish, paralyzed. We need a trainer. And there's one funny story. Once upon a time, one gentleman retired age 68 years. So, it's very good to do yoga. Very good to do yoga. I see in the park in the morning, many people doing yoga. I will also do. But I don't want to accept any trainer. I'll just do myself. I'll rather buy one CD or on Google. So funny thing, he bought a CD and he put in that device, and on the big screen, he saw the trainer, the yoga teacher, the trainer is teaching pranayam, and whatever he's teaching on the screen, this person is following accordingly. And funny thing happened is, the person, the teacher, the yoga teacher on the screen said, let's start with pranayam. So inhale, long breath, and then his CD got stuck there, didn't move further. Understand? His CD in that device got stuck there, and he only heard the word inhale, long breath, and he keep on holding because CD got stuck there. And in actuality, yoga teacher want to say after 30 seconds you exhale, but CD got stuck there, and he's holding. How long can he hold this breath and inhale? And finally, he's waiting for the time when the trainer on the CD, on the screen, can tell to exhale, but he's holding. Finally, fall. And his wife came running. What happened? So her husband, unconscious. So what are you trying to do? I was trying to do yoga. Who's guiding you? This guy on the screen. And then they tap the device. And then the person on the screen, exhale. The wife said, husband, stupid, your CD got stuck. After only 30 seconds, you have to inhale and then you have to exhale. You see, he is not accepting any trainer. And imagine what's going to happen. He could have died. Similarly, we need to have a trainer. Practicing without trainer, nothing will work out. Practical understanding of Shastra's books, giving us practical understanding of Bhakti. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Shri Bhajan Rahasya ki jai, Kartik Maas ki jai, Shri Damodar Vrat ki jai. Hope Kartik Maas is going good.